I'm Prospector's wife, Tara. Here's a little taste of my world. It's time for Prospector's Picky Pet Peeves on Rock 107.
Weather people who tell you it's going to be nice out there, or rainy out there, or snowy out there. Hey, dunce! You're not doing the HVAC forecast at the office. All the weather is out there. You can drop those two words. I freaking get it.
Seriously?
People who expect everyone to believe exactly the same thing they do. For example, Friday, I ordered a steak and cheese hoagie for lunch. When the woman behind me tapped me on the shoulder and tersely said, "It's Good Friday. We don't eat meat today." I said, "You may not, but I do, and not everyone is a part of your we."
Really?
People who use "and" when they're talking about money, but not referring to change. Here's what I mean. If you say $2,498, you're saying it's 2400.98, $2,400.98. The decimal point is the "and" when you refer to money. So if you meant $2,498, that's what you say, $2,498. And if you want to go crazy, and 0 cents.
Good Lord. You think that was bad? Try living with him. Love you, honey. Mean it.
They say you are what you eat. And maybe you could also make a case for you are where you eat. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Wallet Hub just released their annual report where they rank 182 of the biggest cities in the United States from healthiest to least healthy. Healthiest city, San Francisco. Least healthy, Brownsville, Texas. NEPA was not ranked, but if you're worried about living in an unhealthy city, here are the top 5 signs you live in an unhealthy city. Here we go. Number 5, its nickname, the gravy capital of America. Top 5 signs you live in an unhealthy city. Number 4, it can only raise money with a tax on nougat. Number 3, the high school mascot is the fighting corn dog. Top 5 signs you live in an unhealthy city. Number 2, the winner of the last 7 elections, Mayor McCheese. And the number 1 sign you live in an unhealthy city, every street has a lane for rascal scooters. There you have it.
7.
Apple turned 48 yesterday, while their average iPhone assembly worker turned 8. Casanova was born on this day in 1725. He's considered to be the world's greatest lover by people who never heard of Nick Cannon. The New York Jets are off to another horrible start. Sorry, did I say Jets? I meant Mets. Easy mistake to make.
It's 60 Minutes meets Gone in 60 Seconds. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. All right, I dig the Ghostbusters franchise. I'm like, all right, I'll make that happen. Let's go. We go there, we get to the movie theater, we're watching the trailers, and then on comes the thing that says, please silence your cell phones now. Don't be a distraction to others, etc. La, la, la. Now then, there's another trailer or two. People are still on their cell phones in front of us. A bunch of kids, a bunch of teenagers on their cell phone. Now the movie's starting, and there they are. Click, 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 click. Screens lit. Click, 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 click. Screens lit. Click, click, click. I can see their big, iPhone Plus or Galaxy Notepad displays. So I leaned over to the kid and I said, if you don't put that away, I'm going to go get the manager. Now my brother's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, let's go outside. We step outside the theater. He told me I made an unnecessary scene and I made matters worse. I think I did the right thing by saying, look, put it away so we can enjoy the movie. What do you think? Am I a jerk? Nicole says you're not a jerk. The amount of money you spend going to a movie is crazy enough. If you can't stay off your phone for a couple of hours for the movie, just stay home. Am I a jerk?
Hey, Prospector.
Yeah.
Not a jerk. Yeah, I mean, look, you're paying all that money, okay, for a ticket. You want to see a movie, you want to sit and relax. No, they need to put them away.
Put them away. Billy, yeah, you're a jerk. If a cell phone screen is too bright that it causes a distraction from the giant, glaring screen in front of you, then you have a problem. If they're talking loudly or being goof yelling, then that's their issue. Wow, really? Okay. So extra light, ambient light in there? I thought we had our dark theaters for a reason, but maybe it's me. I don't know. Laura, no. It's called having common courtesy. Other people want to watch that movie too. All right. What do you think? Am I a jerk?
Hey, Prospector.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not no jerk, dude. Same thing. You're paying $15 for a friggin' a ticket to sit there and enjoy your movie and make a little bit of free time and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And you got young kids out there, They should ban these friggin' things, you know? We didn't have these things when we were younger.
And we grew up just fine and made it alive, right?
Hey, man, I'm still alive. You're still out there, aren't you?
Absolutely I am. William says, remember, it says silence your phones, not power them down. You're a jerk. All right, I guess we could just start flashing lights all over the place. Denise, you're not a jerk. Most people would just put up with it. I'm like you. I would tell them. And Ruth says, I would have moved to a different seat or then maybe went to the manager and asked them to handle it. So, kind of a jerk. What do you think? Am I a jerk?
No, you are not a jerk. Absolutely. People need to put their phones away. I'm sure those kids were not texting their parents to tell them what time to pick them up.
Even if that was the case, when you go to the movies nowadays, gives you the running time. That's going to give you a pretty good idea what time to be outside the theater.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Thank you much. Now, the question was, am I a jerk? The answer, a slight margin, no, I am not.
That the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Northeast PA's Classic Rock, Rock 107. Good morning. I'm Prospector, joined by Adam Marco from the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, the play-by-play guy, the voice of the Rail Riders. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. I am excited to be back home. We were in Buffalo over the weekend for the first 3 games of the season. Took the first 2. We did fall on Sunday, but it's a long year. It's a 150-game schedule. I'll take 2 out of 3 in Buffalo. That's a good start.
2 out of 3. I mean, look, if you can walk away with a series win in most of your series, you're doing great.
Absolutely. And honestly, going to Buffalo in March, playing 3 games, we made it through. We survived. We are ready to go back at PNC Field for the first of 75 home games. We get started with the home opener tonight, weather permitting.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. Now, this is 4, 5, 6, 85 games set versus the Syracuse Mets. How many games you guys playing?
We have 6-game series. So we start 3 games over the weekend in Buffalo. We have a 3-gamer in Buffalo in the middle of the season.
Right.
Everything else is 6-game, Tuesday through Sunday. At least that's what the schedule says we do.
Sure. Who knows what's going to happen with weather?
Of course. So it gives the players a better quality of life. They started this a couple of years ago out of COVID, that you don't just go to a city for 1 night or 2 nights and then you don't really have like a chance to sleep or relax.
Right.
So you're there for 6 days. You get a long set in. You see the team quite a bit. So we're excited. Syracuse is a very talented team.
Yeah.
They have 2 of the best prospects in the New York Mets organization. Mm-hmm. So we'll hear a lot about Drew Gilbert and Luis Angel Acuna over the course of the season. I'm excited to see this Rail Riders team settle in at home. Mm-hmm. Edgar Barclay, Andres Gomez, Will Warren, a couple of the best starting pitchers in the New York Yankees organization. Yeah. Caleb Durbin is a kid who's up from A-ball, AA last year, had an outstanding weekend. We got veterans like Greg Allen, Brandon Lockridge. It's going to be an exciting year. Shelley Duncan is back. Everybody knows Shelley Duncan from his heyday of playing in an SWB Yankees uniform and now back for his 2nd season as the skipper.
It's always a good time at PNC Field. We're talking to Adam Marco from the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders now with the big home opener coming up in the big series, the home opener tonight, and a 6-game series versus the Mets. How do people get tickets if they don't already have them?
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
SWBRailRiders.com. Our website is the best place to purchase your tickets. You can buy them online. It's digital ticketing, so we send it right to your phone. You scan it as you walk in. Mm-hmm. You can go to the box office at PNC Field, buy your tickets there as well. Tuesdays are Turn Up Tuesdays, where we've got $5 lawn or bleacher seats, $2 Coors Lights. Wednesday, Wagon Wednesday, and $2 Dog Night. Thirsty Thursday, courtesy of Rock 107. Yeah. 16-ounce Michelob Ultra bottles. Fridays, our First Responder Friday. And a little bit later this year, when we get closer to the summer, post-game fireworks after every Friday game starting May 24th. Giveaways Saturday and a Geisinger Sunday Family Fun Day to wrap up our 6-game series this week against Syracuse.
All right, Adam, you know baseball, inside out, backwards, upside down, correct?
Sure.
Okay, because I got a quiz for you here. You ready to take a quiz?
Let's go. I got you.
7 ways you can get on first base. How many can you name, brother?
Single, walk.
I'm not going to get my buzzer that quick, yeah?
Hit by pitch.
Yes!
Catcher's interference.
Yes!
That one we knew quite well last year because of Jamie Westbrook. What am I at, 4?
Yeah. Tough one's coming.
Error.
Yes!
Which catcher's interference is also technically an error. Okay.
Yeah.
5. All right, I'm missing 2.
Let me know when you give up and I'll hook you up.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Fielder's choice.
Yes.
Which I totally forgot about. I blew that one.
Yeah.
And this one I got, though. Steal first. Drop the third strike.
That's a good one. I would have forgotten that one. If I thought longer, I would have gotten fielder's choice. I would have forgotten about the drop third strike
There's
sprinting
always
down
one.
the line.
You know what I mean? There's always one that you're like, oh, I totally forgot about it. 5 out of 7 there, Adam. I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to do that percentage.
It's Hall of Fame worthy. That's all I got.
Damn right it is. Adam Marco, Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, the home opener tonight. 6-game set versus the Syracuse Mets at PNC Field. Dude, thanks for spending some time with us on Rock 107.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather round the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
You're probably not going to see this in, like, Miami. A 30-year-old man named Mark Chacon robbed an Albuquerque Walgreens in New Mexico last month and was chased down by cops on horses. Yeah, that's very Old West, right? The whole thing was caught by police body cam footage, which is less Old West, but, still fun. The guy allegedly stole $230 worth of stuff and tried to make a run for it, but cops were on him almost immediately. The man was clearly confused as he was being chased down, and at one point he ran into a street. Police yelled that they were the law and that he was being detained. Eventually, they corralled him. A cop got down and cuffed him. He's facing serious charges, including shoplifting, running from police, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Nominee number 2.
Always check the battery. Beggars can't be choosers, and thieves even less so. But when you steal an electric car, you really ought to check the charge level. That's what did in a Southern California car thief last week. Cops were called when they spotted the car. A chase of the Tesla Model S ensued throughout Hollywood, even making it onto the freeway at one point. The owner of the vehicle informed cops that the vehicle's battery was down to 1%. Eventually, the Tesla battery died in the middle of the street. That's when the suspect was arrested.
And the winner is
the guy who tried to outrun cops in a Tesla, but the battery ran out. Always check the charge, dude. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.